Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name's Amy. I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the NIV, and we are in 2 Samuel, chapter 10, continuing the story of David. David defeats the Ammonites. In the course of time, the king of the Ammonites died. His son, Hanun, Hanun, succeeded him as king. David thought, I will show kindness to Hanun, son of Nahash, just as his father showed kindness to me. So David sent a delegation to express his sympathies to Hanun concerning his father. When David's men came to the land of the Ammonites, the Ammonite nobles said to Hanun, their lord, Do you think David is honoring your father by sending men to you to express sympathy? Hasn't David sent them to you to explore the city and to spy out and overthrow it? So Hanun seized David's men, shaved off half of each man's beard. This would be very shameful. Cut off their garments in the middle at the buttocks, basically inviting sexual assault. Okay, and sent them away. To shame. Right? When David was told about this, he sent messengers to meet the men, for they were greatly humiliated. The king said, Stay at Jericho until your beards have grown, and then come back. When the Ammonites realized that they had become a stench in David's nostrils, they hired 20,000 Armenian foot soldiers from Beth Rehob and Zobah, as well as the king of Maacah, Maacaha, with 1,000 men, and also 12,000 men from Tob. So they started hiring mercenaries. On hearing this, David sent Joab out with the entire army of fighting men. The Ammonites came out and drew up in battle formation at the entrance to their city gate, while the Armenians of Zobah and Rehob and the men of Tob and Maacah were by themselves in the open country. So, throwing them out in front first. Joab saw that there were battle lines in front of him and behind him, so he selected some of the best troops in Israel and deployed them against the Armenians. He put the rest of the men under the command of Abishai. This I do also, another one I know I'm pronouncing right. Abishai, his brother, and deployed them against the Ammonites. Joab said, If the Armenians are too strong for me, then you come to my rescue. But if the Ammonites are too strong for you, then I will come to rescue you. Be strong, and let us fight bravely for our people and the cities of our God. The Lord will do what is good in his sight. Then Joab and the troops with him advanced to fight the Armenians, and they fled before them. When the Ammonites saw that the Armenians were fleeing, they fled before Abishai and went inside the city. So Joab returned from fighting the Ammonites and came to Jerusalem. After the Armenians saw that they had been routed by Israel, they regrouped. Hadazer, Hadezer, had Armenians brought from beyond the river. That's going to be the Euphrates. They went to Helam, Helam, with Shobach, Shobach, the commander of Hadazar's army, leading them. When David was told this, he gathered all Israel, crossed the Jordan, and went to Halam. The Armenians formed their battle lines to meet David and fought against him, but they fled before Israel. And David killed 700 of their charioteers and 40,000 of their foot soldiers. We got a footnote. Some Septuagint manuscripts, also 1 Chronicles 19:18, and the Hebrew horsemen. Okay, 40,000 horsemen instead of just foot soldiers, or maybe not charioteers, but horsemen. And he also struck down Shobach, the commander of their army, and he died there. When all of the kings who were vassals of Hadazar, saw that he had been defeated by Israel. They made peace with the Israelites and became subject to them. Like, we're not going to listen to you anymore. You're clearly not the power in this region. Let's go make peace with the guy who can beat you up. So the Armenians were afraid to help the Ammonites anymore. Okay. So, power politics. And you'll see that some of that, like, we do less wars, but posturing is still posturing. And it goes everywhere. And it pretty much never stops. It was always there. And as long as people want to live in their ego, and positions of power do contain, I'm not saying unnecessarily, do contain a certain amount of ego, there's going to be war. So, hopefully, less war for just ego's sake. Because that was a much bigger problem when we were, well, much younger peoples as a whole. Until the next video, friends.